Okay, got two movie reviews. First movie up is Hard Boiled, and I'm gonna try to be real short with this. So Hard Boiled, it's a John Woo movie, and it's considered one of the greatest action movies. And I'm just gonna say you gotta watch this movie. Um, it truly is amazing. I mean, like it beats a lot of John Woo's American movies. Like his American movies, they have the reputation for sucking, but Hard Boiled, when you watch Hard Boiled and then you watch his American movies, you can tell. I mean, there's a huge difference quality. I mean, Hard Boiled, it's wouldn't really say. Well, is it a film noir? I mean, it doesn't look like a film noir, but the movie soundtrack and the overall feel to the movie, it feels like a film noir. And it's about the story about it's about a detective who's on this case against a weapons dealer, and the weapons dealer happens to have an assassin working for him, and the assassin turns out to be an undercover cop. So this movie is basically about the undercover cop and detective, like Tequila, working together to stop the criminal. Now, the movie is known a lot for the action scenes. I'm going to start with action scenes and then review the story. Action scenes, superb. Honestly, when I really think about it, this movie has one of the best fight choreography I've seen. Like, maybe if I sat down for a few hours, I could come up with a bunch of movies that could rival it. But this movie is a top contender for having the best gunfighting choreography. I mean, it doesn't even look like gunfighting, like, where they take cover and shoot. It looks more like it's like if you watch Equilibrium, where it's like they have martial arts with using guns. I mean, it's not that in that kind of way, but they're using the guns in like a sense where it looks like a martial arts movie. They're all doing stunts, and they're all doing like these slides and jumps, and they're like, well, just okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but just imagine like a martial arts film, like the quick movements of martial arts movies. Imagine them using guns, like going for me. They're like hiding, then they run out shooting, and like it's intense. I mean, it looks like a martial arts movie. And also, what else what else about the action scenes? Besides the fight choreography, there's also I guess I have to on it. There's a segment in the movie where it's like one long take, and it's one of the weirdest moments I've seen in the film, because you rarely see a long take used for gunfighting scenes, because it's really hard to do those kinds. It's really hard to do a long take for a shootout scene, but it looked pretty realistic. It didn't really look. It didn't really. What's the word? I mean, you notice that it's a long take, but it's not like it doesn't look silly. So yeah. Anyways, besides the action scenes, the overall story is pretty good. I like the story, and I love the soundtrack to this movie, mainly because I'm a jazz freak. So I love. I love the soundtrack, and I mean, the story is okay. I mean, the acting's okay. You mainly are gonna watch this movie for the really good action scenes. I mean, just stop listening to me. Just watch this movie. I mean, you're gonna have a blast watching these action scenes. I know I said the story's okay. Like it sounded like I'm writing it off, but the story's not that bad. I mean, it's well told, and it's a little silly sometimes. I mean, there's some silly moments in this movie, like they have codes based on song, and there's a guy who survives a gunshot because he had a lighter in his chest. I mean, some parts are a little silly, but it's a really fun movie to watch.